Together, we can save our rainforests.
Very excited to introduce World Rainforest Day Live. And this is really an opportunity for us to come together and not only build awareness, but inspire action from the world. So I'm going to be walking through the various elements of World Rainforest Day Live and how we can prepare for that. And also just give you some details on how everything works. So, to get started, I will go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Chris Bruce, the Chief Business Development Officer of Rainforest Partnership. And I want to make it clear that our focus and the purpose around World Rainforest Day Live is to really build up the World Rainforest Day brand. And so I'm just going to go ahead and start off by reading the purpose. And the purpose is to inspire communities, organizations, societies, and individuals around the world to take part in sustainable change and action. We're looking to build worldwide awareness and worldwide inspiration. I love all the faces here, and I really wanted to draw your attention to the diverse audience that we're drawing with this, the different types of people around the world and the different types of actions that we can take together to make that change. So as we build content together, I want us to not only be thinking about our own missions individually as organizations and people, but also just the shared mission that we have as people around the world. So taking into account all of these people that we'll be reaching with the program. So, one of the big questions that I think is important to address right away is where do we live stream? So, for World Rainforest Day Live, we're going to be streaming on Twitter, Periscope, Facebook, YouTube, the World Rainforest Day website, and then also we're inviting our partners to embed that live stream into their website or their landing page. And I really want to draw your attention to the social element as well. So when we're talking about Twitter, Periscope, Facebook, and YouTube, there's already organic traffic there. And also, most of our partners and people around the world have social media accounts. And the value of posting the live streams on social media is that they're now introduced is a element of virality. So not only will your audience see it, but the ability for your audience to repost and share it with their followers and their network. We'll absolutely be sharing various live streams on the World Rainforest Day website. So year round, we're promoting and getting people excited about World Rainforest Day. But another exciting function is asking partners, all of our various partners, to embed the live streams into landing pages on their website. And what that does is it actually gives you something exciting to share with your communities. It's an opportunity to draw people to your website and to share the moment with your communities and with their families and their friends. And I think the most important thing that we can do is think about what is it that we're doing together and how can we all receive some value from the live streams. And social media is absolutely important, but just increasing the value of the space that you have on your website and inviting people to visit that location there. So collectively, we would be streaming on various social media platforms, various websites, and then extending that to the network of our partners and so on. So, what do we live stream? So, for World Rainforest Day, we're planning on having 4 different channels. So, we're going to be focusing on stories that we collect. We're going to be focusing on various lifestyle opportunities. We're going to be sharing World Rainforest Day 2020 actions, and then also World Rainforest Day Kids. And that's a channel that is designed to encourage our younger folks around the world to get involved, but also just a safe place for families to watch content and enjoy the day together. So I'm going to go through each of these channels and the types of content that we're looking for. So for the story channel, I'm just going to give some examples. Obviously, World Rainforest Day is coming up soon, June 22nd. And so this is an opportunity for you to take content that explains your mission and your vision. You can either create that or send in content that's already produced for us to stream, vlogs and ads that you've already created, documentaries, testimonials of the work that you do, to give you an idea of the type of content, it could be a minute to 10 minutes long. And I also want to invite you to think about sending in more than one piece of content. So even though we're putting this 1 to 10 minute window here, maybe you have several pieces of content that you'd like to send in. And we'd love to receive those submissions and to curate that for the various audiences. Also, in terms of promotion, I would suggest that you think about various hashtags as well. And so we're really going to be pushing the World Rainforest Day 2020 hashtag. So for this channel, that's the type of content that we're looking for. Things that express what it is that you do as an organization and what you've been working on so that the world can get excited about your work and World Rainforest Day together. The next channel is Sustainable Lifestyle. So this channel is going to be for opening the floor for content that entertains and inspires the general public to get involved. So content about health and wellness. So that could be a yoga video that you've produced in the past for a community to watch. It could be talking about sustainable cooking and different types of techniques that you use, maybe different recipes. Also DIY and fashion products. So for our creative people that like to put things together and to work on fun projects, this is an opportunity to share with people how to live out World Rainforest Day on a regular basis. And again, just to draw your attention to the additional details there, 1 to 10 minutes each. Again, encouraging multiple submissions. And then for this channel, we're also going to be advertising the World Rainforest Day 2020 hashtag. World Rainforest Day 2020, the channel. This channel is going to be about very underproduced handheld videos that are shot. So I tried to give a sense of what we're looking for. It'll probably end up being more than anything selfie-like videos and pictures. For the buildup of World Rainforest Day, we have all these channels and we're looking to fill that content up and get people excited before the day and on the day. So what we're asking is for you to share as a partner. What are you doing to prepare for World Rainforest Day? What is your community and your network doing to prepare for World Rainforest Day? Or maybe even what are some simple actions that you're encouraging people to take on that day? It could be planting, it could be taking a walk in nature, it could be just spending some time with your family and learning about the different ecosystems around the world, watching Netflix documentaries, any type of action that would either build awareness or make a difference in sustainability lanes. Also, we're asking for the general public to submit videos. Throughout the coming weeks, we're going to be posting social media posts, emails, and also reaching out to our partners and asking them to tell their network about World Rainforest Day 2020. And we're asking that they also share what they're planning on doing for 2020. We're looking for smaller videos in this channel, 15 seconds to a minute. And like I said, just a quick personable video sharing why World Rainforest Day is important to you in your own way. Again, using that World Rainforest Day 2020 hashtag. We've already talked about doing DIY projects, art, cooking, all these different types of activities. This channel is really to bring about a safe place for families and children. And it's going to be a culmination of the other types of content we mentioned earlier, but specifically for kids. I think it's important to bring a level of communication that excites all age groups. And the point of this channel is really to get all ages involved. So just to list off some examples, art and DIY projects that kids would find fun, activities, playing outside, looking at plants up close and learning about the bugs in the environment that they live in, but also just educational content. As a partner, you know, if there's content that you've produced to talk about your specific field of work, and there's educational material that you feel is relevant for children that would excite them to want to get involved in environmental efforts and work. That's the kind of content that we would want here. And this content is to be 1 to 10 minutes long each. And then for the hashtag, what we're asking is for you to use WRD Kids. The content that we're putting on these channels, we're also looking at reposting on our social media accounts. So it's the live stream, but it's also building up the excitement throughout our various channels. but this channel in particular is for the younger age group. Okay, so now I want to answer the question about ownership and usage. To make it very simple, the content that you produce and that you share is your content. It's owned by you. In terms of usage, all the content that's submitted will be for the World Rainforest Day brand and to be used by the World Rainforest Day brand. The content that you submit will be used to promote the World Rainforest Day brand. So, as you prepare to send in the content or as you create the content, we want to provide resources and make it extremely easy for you. So, after we send out this recording, we will also be sending a live stream toolkit. And that's going to explain the content formats, the file types and sizes, suggested types of content that we're looking for, even down to the voice and the branding. And there may be a few other tricks and tips that we'll include to help you prepare for that. But ultimately, we want to make this really easy for you. And again, given that the timeline is a little short, we suggest that you think about using content that you've already produced, but you're more than welcome to produce new content. So, in terms of due dates and next steps, the first milestone is the actual collection and approval of the content. We just want to make sure that the content that comes in, the ownership and the rights are very clear, and that we are making sure that the types of content that we collect are set aside for the correct channels. And then the next milestone is going to be website embedding and promotion in terms of embedding the live stream channels. I'm sure that some of you are familiar with it, or maybe you have someone in your organization that does it. Please just reach out to us and ask us questions that you may have. In terms of actually getting these channels promoted, we're going to just be sending out scheduled reminders on how to get people in your network excited about those channels and how to share that content as the live streams are played throughout the different channels. And then, of course, on June 22nd, we will be launching the live stream. We'll explain exactly how to prepare for that in the coming weeks. So now that I have gone through our plan for World Rainforest Day Live, I would like to open up this opportunity for any questions from anybody who's on this call. If there's any sort of custom pieces of content that maybe don't fit the parameters that we discussed earlier and you'd like to talk about a strategy for moving forward with that.
I was kind of wondering about like if the public was unaware of like maybe the impacts of like rainforest destruction, like how they could like use World Rainforest Day to maybe like advance like their education about that.
One thing to think about is just general awareness and education. And sometimes it starts with just letting people know that rainforests are something to think about and and just to get them excited to look in that direction. But then the other part is strategically placing content that goes in depth about what's going on in the rainforests. And for our contribution as Rainforest Partnership, we'll be also participating. So we've got content about what's going on in the rainforest, and we'll make sure that there is content integrated that has to do with the destruction of rainforests. But we do want to also open up these channels for our partners, and we still want to encourage that people build awareness about nature and our relationship with it, but then also making sure that there is content specifically tailored to education about rainforests. So it's a balancing act of opening the floor, but also placing strategic messaging. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining. Like I said, we'll go ahead and send out a very simple live stream toolkit, and that should help everyone get started. And of course, we'll be available for questions in the future. All right.